Welcome to a special edition of Tame the Flame by Kudu Safari Brine. My name is Stebbin Horn. I'm the inventor and CEO of Kudu Grills. The Kudu's main purpose is to bring family and friends together around an open flame to cook a variety of food, and Thanksgiving's just the perfect day for that. So we're going to jump right in and talk about what we're doing. Last year I roasted a turkey on the Kudu and it came out wonderful. We're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to spatchcock this turkey. We've cut out the backbone and laid it flat so that it can cook in about half the time as roasting the turkey would take. We're going to go with a dry brine. So essentially that's just putting 1.5 cups of sugar. We have got some salt, a cup of salt. We've got some black pepper, some pimentone, which is smoked paprika. It's the sweet paprika, not the hot, and some dry mustard. We put this on the bird dry, and we put it in the refrigerator uncovered for 12 hours. So that will help make the bird retain its moisture and be nice and juicy. For the vegetables, this is just a simple vegetable roast. It does wonderful in the Kudu. We've got some hard potatoes, we've got some carrots, we've got some beets, we've got some garlic, and we've got some pumpkin and squash. And we'll finish them with these beet leaves. So what you'll do is we'll allow this to roast down with some olive oil, salt, and pepper. And all of this is going to be complemented by the Kudu Brine wood. This wood is from Africa. It has an amazing aroma. It puts an amazing flavor on both your poultry and your vegetables. This is not something that is going to be something that you have to stay and watch constantly. So we wanted to show you a little bit about what we were doing inside the kitchen. Now let's go outside and prepare for Thanksgiving morning. All right, so now we're outside with the Kudu. Let's talk about getting the temperature right for cooking a turkey. Well, it's obvious that everything with the Kudu begins with good fuel. So you have to buy a really nice charcoal that's going to last a long burn. What you'll find in the charcoal market today is a broad spectrum of products. You'll find that the high-end products, the ones that cost a little bit more, they tend to perform a lot better over a longer period of time. So I highly recommend it. Just spend a little bit of extra money, get really good charcoal so that you can not have to worry about your fuel while you're cooking for a couple of hours. What's fun right now with the Kudu is that we've done two things. One, we've got our bird up here started, okay, and we're slowly roasting our vegetables. And the way we've done that is because the Kudu has a flat bottom, we've banked the majority of charcoal to the back along with a piece of the Kudu African wood to get that smoke going and get that higher temperature up at this higher level for the turkey. Meanwhile, we're slowly roasting these vegetables down low. They're in no rush. We can let them cook a little bit, move them around, turn the pan if we need to, pull it away, adjust the temperature, move it back, all those things where we're in no rush. If we want to take a quick look at the turkey, here we've got a temperature gauge that tells us the cooking surface temperature. I don't know how reliable they are. I've never been a big proponent of using a temperature gauge like that. The whole idea behind the Kudu is that you can raise and lower the cooking surface to get the ideal temperature, so you know that you're not cooking it too fast or too slow. You can use a temperature gauge for the surface, but there's going to be no better indicator than a thermometer that's actually going to test the temperature of the meat. So you obviously cannot cook without one of these. Most turkeys come with a preset button that the breast pops up when it's ready. We remove that because we're cooking over open fire. And we're just going to test the bird. We're going to test to make sure the breast is 165 and that the thigh is 175 when it's time to take off. So the nice thing with these vegetables, I'm not really in a rush with them. They're cooking nice and even. I'm going to let this go for a little bit longer. Then I'll probably rotate this pan, move it off the heat a little bit if it gets too hot, and I don't have to worry about that. Let's say that I'm in a conversation with someone and I don't want to lose my train of thought. I easily just get this off the heat. I can pull the bird back even over more. I can check on it with the Kudu tongs, make sure everything's fine there. And I still have access to my coals. So I've got my vegetables, I've got my turkey going, I've got my piece of African wood that's just smoking that bird, giving it that nice, wonderful flavor. And if you look at the charcoal, this is so important. It's all ashed over. Okay, do not cook with charcoal that hasn't burned in and has that layer of ash. Also, because we're cooking in an open fire cooking system, you're getting this fresh smoke. Smoke that's coming in from the braai wood is coming into the lid and coming back out. You're getting smoke into the vegetables. You'd be amazed at how much smokiness is imparted on the food, even in an open setting. We'll check back here in a little bit, see how the turkey's going. We'll probably flip it once or twice to spatchcock grill side down on both sides, and then we'll come back here in a little bit and check out how things are going. So we've been out here about 90 minutes and everything's going great. My vegetables are slowly roasting because I've just got a few coals pulled up under it so they can go nice and slow and really render down and get all that nice cohesive flavor going. I've watched the bird and the turkey's doing great. It's got a nice color on it. Got a little bit of a char. I don't want to over char the bird. I just want to have a nice crispy skin. And you know, right now the thigh's around 110, 115. The breast is about 105. So the nice thing about the kudu is I don't have to add more fuel or do something drastic to try to manage this because I've been cooking it nice up high, very consistent heat. Now I can just simply lower the turkey. So I'm just going to drop it down just a little bit, maybe about right here. And then we'll just watch it. If it starts to cook too fast, we'll just raise it right back up. But this will allow me to continue to cook, no rush. Vegetables are doing great. I'm having nice conversations with my friends and family, and we're getting ready for a fun Thanksgiving day. And the best part is, I'm not frustrated. It's easy, it's fun. People have come to me because they want to hang out around this thing. They want to talk around the fire and the food and look at the beautiful vegetables and pick up on all the smells. And so that's really all we're doing right now. And it's totally laid back and a lot of fun. So check back in here. We'll see how this turkey's doing. We'll bring that temperature up on the bird, and soon enough we'll be ready to go. All right, so we've been out here about 2.5 hours, and you know it's ready to go. So what we're doing, we've put in our greens from our beets. We're gonna let that let a little bit of these turkey drippings drip into there. We're gonna finish off these vegetables, make them nice and hot again, steam them up. So that's gonna wilt these beet greens. They're gonna wilt into the vegetables. It's gonna be a beautiful presentation. I'm gonna let that finish off, and then our turkey is just ready to go. Got a beautiful skin, nice and crispy. It's gonna be wonderful, have a great flavor to it. We'll take it inside with the vegetables and cut them up, and they'll be ready to serve. So in 2.5 hours, we were outside. We had great conversations. We enjoyed our time together. We had no rush with the vegetables and or the turkey, and everything's ready to go, and the flavor is going to be fantastic. So I hope that you maybe follow this recipe and have an awesome Thanksgiving on the kudu. And I hope that not only does your day start with the kudu, but that your night finishes with the kudu late into the night around the open fire with your family and friends, maybe the kids having s'mores, everyone having drinks and telling stories. So everyone be safe and have a great holiday.